You are watching the Phillips 66 Big 12 Softball Championship. A beautiful look at Oklahoma City on a sun-splashed semifinal Friday. Texas Tech earlier today punched their ticket to the conference championship. Iowa State and Arizona about to get to it in front of us today. It's wrong just about everywhere, on the scoreboard, on our stat broadcast, and of course me. There you go, Trice. Hot shot to Beal, and she guns it over to Stoddard. So now officially we can say one down. Clemens hit to straightaway center field, and Shockey is right there. Oh, Johnson overpowered by Nets, who pumps her fists, reminding us all why she's one of the best pitchers in college with Dakota Kennedy. 431. Andrews. Kennedy's not going to need that much help to reach base, but gets an assist right there from the third baseman, who numbers don't necessarily reflect her speed. There she goes, safe at second. Ford behind the pump into Shockey. So Kennedy moving over on the steal forces Trice to get the force at first. One down. Stewart, the Washington transfer, hits it squarely. Clemens forces Dakota Kennedy to go back to third and gets the force out at first.
People saw her. You saw her hobbling around in the circle trying to pitch.
Trice playing deep, and the blueprint worked. Gloves it, and the inning is over. Can't get out of their own way. They can't help themselves. Allen helps the Iowa State cause there. Screaming line drive off the glove of Escobar.
First base runner.
See how Nets responds. Mallett hit high. Drifting over in foul territory is Kennedy making the play. Mallett is a masher. 11 home runs. Carly Ford. Hit to left field. Kennedy is back to the wall, just out of her reach. A two-run shot for the Cyclones. And an early shot in the arm for Iowa State.
Everyone excited here. If you are a Cyclone fan, a Cyclone player, everyone is jumping for joy, but Ford takes this inside pitch up in the zone, right over the left field fence. Dakota Kennedy giving chase. But actually, it looked like she might have turned the wrong way, which is what caught her up from robbing that. But Ford overly excited for that first one. Iowa State.
Itself on the diamond. Transfer from Illinois. Another base runner for the Cyclones.
Obviously, Arizona offensively more than capable of scoring 2 runs.
Kennedy getting a workout early on. Squeezes that one, and the inning is ended. Inning. 2-2 pitch coming from Skirman. Gets that one right by Altmaier. First strikeout of the day for Skirman. Hit hard, knocked down by Andrews, and Shep able to leg it out. Yeah, give Shep a single. Andrews says that's right, this time a little bit of a more manageable opportunity.
But at the same time, have to believe when you know you're healthy, we talk about it the redshirt year last year, but you're healthy and you can move, you can do everything you want to do. It's just a different frame of mind. Just walk into Hildebrand Stadium and all the names that are on the fence are names you should already know as a softball player.
Oh, there's one you might want to make note of. Deep in the hole, Beal gunning down Clem. Tatum Johnson swinging away is rung up by Devin Nett. Right now in the RPI, strength of schedule, near 200. Oh, and that one, taking the elevator up is Clemens. A prolific play down. And just the discipline and the anticipation is there.
Well, I think you have a lot more data and analytics and technology that's coming into play that can equip your defense for where to play, how to play. But at the same time, you have athletes. Right at Dakota Kennedy. Very similar tendencies to the head coach of Arizona, Caitlin Lowe.
Skirman gets a glove on it. Back up the middle. Skirman grabs it and thinks better of gunning it over to first base. As Stewart races down, bases are loaded. That'll do it again. One run will come around to score. Make it 2 runs. Tagged out at third base is Stewart, but both runs had crossed before the tag was applied. And the Wildcats have tied it up at 2 here in Oklahoma City. Top of the 4th coming up.
Lappin, the same thing. Those two, if you watch Caitlin Lowe patrol the outfield during batting practice, you would understand why she was so great.
We all watched that one leave the yard. Angelina Allen takes the lead right back from Arizona.
The senior in the lineup. She has been so key for Iowa State her entire career. A pitch elevated on the outer half here, and she drives that the left center gap. Iowa State is going to continue to punch back. Coach Pinkerton said that is what they do well. They
Sniffen grabs it, gets it over to Stoddard. Laying out to try to grab it, couldn't get to it with Shockey. Rolling around first base and sliding into second is Ford. She's got a 2-run shot and now an extra base hit, a double. And that is what pure joy looks like, folks.
Carly Ford seeing it well, and she just drives this pitch left center. I think even the have to imagine they're going to let Devin go as quick as possible or as long as possible, but they're also not going to let the deficit get too big. Nets can always come back to the circle. She's in the hitting, and that's the piece that can outweigh your wins.
Oh, not to be outdone there. Kiki Escobar floats to a run-saving play at second base.
Being aggressive, but
speaking of aggressive, right down the line, bouncing fair. Poole will corral it, loses it, extra time now, and sliding in safely with the triple is Altmaier.
Altmaier pulls this ball down the right field line. She knows she has extra bases just by how fast it gets to the wall, but Poole with that mismanage right there as she's trying to transfer allows Altmaier the extra.
Hit high. Drifting back is Trice. And thinking about trying her was Altmaier, but she's held up. Driven into center field. That should score a run. Altmaier tagging. Safe at the plate. Nice throw from Johnson. Altmaier beats it.
You see Johnson behind it, keeps her feet moving, coming in to have some momentum with her throw and all.
Medal winner, Kat Osterman, and we have seen these two teams trade punches, and it is a heavyweight fight. Trying to throw a punch there is Beal, but Johnson squeezes it again. This time it ends the inning.
Just everyone getting in on the hit parade.
Driven to left field, Kennedy to the track. Almost another big shot from the Cyclones. 2 home runs today. Beal showing off the cannon again. Gunning down the speed merchant Trice. 2 down. And the Devin Nets. Coach Caitlin, those Wildcats. Coach Lowe told us, you know, she would have loved to have won the Big 12 in their first year in the conference, but just super proud of the team.
One, she felt like they were prepared. They're going to face some of the best arms in the country.
Seeing some great defense. Sliding over to make the play is Altmaier. 3-3, bottom of the
sent, where Oklahoma State gets sent. Because for the first time in a long time, Oklahoma State is not going to host.
No, it had an opportunity to put a dent in that, and could uprising that Arizona had came obviously against BYU in the 5th. And they're at it again here. On an error, on a walk, and now on that beautiful bunt. Speaking of good-looking bunts, Shockey, can she beat it? She can't.
There's a lot of movement in the Big 12 for both players and coaches.
Movement there. Sid Stewart puts a charge in it to the wall. Wildcats 6-3 off of the 3-run shot from Sid Stewart. Her 17th of the year. We'll call it her biggest.
You see Arizona fired up over this one, but after Sid Stewart had a check swing on the inner half, she drops the barrel to this ball down at the knees. She knows it off the bat. Massive 3-run home run by the 3-hole. She is fired up coming home, but
Nets lifts it over the head of Trice. Cutting it off to go from the gap is Johnson. We got to play it second. And Nets is hit. Devin Nets thrown out at second base. And Clemens is fired up, and she should be.
well, Nets drives this ball into the right center gap. Great piece of hitting going with the pitch. But Johnson cuts it off, and Nets, that ball was in front of her the whole time, so that's an aggressive play. And that ball by Devin Nets. Hard hit.
Altmaier. Lazy fly ball into left field. Allen comes on, takes care of business, but the damage. 2-2 to Angelina Allen, staring into the eyes of Ice Silva. In on her hands, and it falls right in front of Altmaier. Nice piece of hitting. 2-2. Mallett hitting 275. Was fooled there. And Swain drops her calling card at the plate. No chance. And a nice piece of a pitching staff, right? Coming out of the bullpen in postseason games like this. Possible double play ball. And a huge double play ball. Beal to Cole. Full count for Cole. Inside, she takes first base.
Good bat from Cole coming off the bench. No, it was the little brother, and he was only probably 6, 7, 8, so he wasn't quite a giant yet.
What is he, 6'8", right?
He is.
Big strikeout there for Jenna Sniffen. 0 for 2 tonight. Off and running is Cole, and sliding safely into second base she is. And she seemed happy to let that one roll foul. Cole in scoring position. Tries, gloves it, as Cole moves down to third.
Sophomore year, so I was still an underclassman, and my catcher said, if you're gonna do that, you...
Wow. I mean, Johnson drifts back to the wall and makes a highlight. One down.
It's a little bit of her control. She's had good command, but right now losing it against Poole.
One out base runner. Second walk of the night for Poole.
Swain looks like she was cooking near leadoff batter, but she's missed high, she's missed low.
Terrific job in the field. And has runners at second and third. Drops the bunt, motors down to first. Cole does a nice job getting over to cover. Runners advance, 2 down. Clemens launches it into left field, and Nets does end the game. Johnson grabs it, and Arizona is going to the championship game. Final score is 6-3. Iowa State, an exceptional effort, and they finished the year on such a roll, but just couldn't get it done in the most pivotal of moments today.
Well, Iowa State came out and took control early, and they really did give Arizona a lot to handle. So you tip your hat to the Cyclones, an incredible Big 12 season for them, but Arizona, they've been able to stay calm, stay cool, stay collected, and the big blow is delivered when it's needed the most.
And that blow was delivered by Sid Stewart.